I'm glad you're still with us. This is Business Today. Now, in our segment today, we are going to actually go into our business insight. Inside today with me in studio, I have Ssali Patrick, who's one of the developers of a very interesting app, forex application that probably you would go for. It's called Ugxapp. And this, for example, if you want to, like how we've had all those various apps and where you need to find out, look for a forex bureau, the cheapest prices to go in for. Now, this is the man behind all of this. You're welcome.
Thank you, Rowena.
Yes, I'm very excited to have an innovator with me in studio. I would really love to know how you're doing it. Now, straight to the question. Tell us about the app, the Ugxapp.
Well, just like any other innovation, we all know that innovations come to solve a particular set of issues and problems. Of course, these are technology innovations. Yeah, so basically, I looked at the issue of our traders trying to find the best rates for their currencies at the time of importing and all that. And then I found out that they use a lot of time to walk around in search of good rates. The other issue is they're also cheated in a way, because if you do not have a rich collection of options, in most cases you're going to go for the wrong choice. So basically the app is designed to showcase up-to-date rates in the local forex exchange market.
Okay,
yeah.
So that you've told us why you actually decided to start up this app and what the app is about. How does this app work?
Well, it's as easy as the famous WhatsApp. Yeah, simply go to your phone, go to Google Play for Android users, and then type in Ugxapp, one word. You'll find the red logo and then install it, and all is done. So what happens is that on launching the application, you will be able to see a list of currencies. And then, depending on your choice, you select any currency of your choice, and then you're able to see a list of forex bureaus with their particular rates for that currency.
Okay.
So it gives you the power to choose who is giving you the best rate, and you can actually move straight away to them. You don't have to look around because the app shows you the address, their contacts. So it's basically self-contained.
And I can still communicate with them without necessarily having to drive all the way, for example, if I don't have time.
Yes. You can communicate with them. You can even negotiate because the contacts are all laid out.
Okay.
Yes.
That's quite interesting. Now, how are they taking this? We're looking at the stakeholders there, the people that are involved. We're looking at the various forex bureaus there. Some, how are they taking it? Are they skeptical about this? Are they willing? Are they,
Yep. It's been interesting. We've had two types.
Yes. So basically, you're giving me the challenges.
Yes.
Yes.
A number of them have welcomed it because it is going to help them save a lot on their cost of operations, because most of the bureaus hire agents to walk around streets, looking around, comparing rates and all that. So that exercise alone is time consuming, and with Ugxapp, they won't be able to hire such people.
Yes.
Yeah, they only have to just look at their phones and they get the rates instantly. So the exercise that would take probably 45 minutes is just a 2-minute session.
Yes.
And then decisions are made.
So there's no people that are actually skeptical about this, well, thinking?
Yes, there's a group, of course, that is trying to think twice about it. Yeah, and we are still trying to make up their minds. But we are positive that they are eventually going to make up their minds, because this is a game changer.
Yes, it is. Now, another interesting one there when you mentioned about the various forex bureaus getting involved, probably a couple of other players that are going to the authentication. How? Because we have an issue over time. Yes, there's particular forex bureaus that come in place, and then tomorrow they've cheated a couple of people, and then they close shop. So how are we going to be sure that now your site is going to bring people on board that are trustworthy people? Do you go through a particular process? Because on your site, I could go and download and everything. Next thing I know, someone that is a part of UGX has actually cheated me of something like that.
Well, Bank of Uganda has laid it out very well. Of course, as Ugxapp, we are to deal with only Bank of Uganda regulated forex bureaus. Of course, they are the bureaus that are in operation anyway. So with that in place, a lot of foreplay is eliminated. And then we give the end user the power to send reviews.
Okay.
Yeah, we looked at a scenario where a forex bureau tries to publish false rates, trying to attract customers.
Yes.
Customers will be able to send us reviews, and those reviews will be displayed. Yeah.
Very interesting. Now, how ready do you feel that this market is ready for you?
Oh yes, we are so ready. I mean, the market is so ready.
And you're ready as well.
Yes, because currently you'll notice that people spend more time on their phones than on their computers.
Yes, that is true.
That alone can show you where the trend is moving. The other bit is I've seen schools, nursery schools, teaching kids how to use iPads and phones, smartphones. So it shows you the state of our market currently.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you're pretty sure you're going to get in there. And,
Exactly. And then the other interesting bit is so many of our traders have been taken by surprise about the currency changes in regard to the rates hiking.
Yes.
Yeah. With Ugxapp, business people, usual people, even non-business people will be able to follow the trends and predict
you keep giving up
where their currency is faring against particular international currencies.
Okay.
And yeah.
Now, how easy is this? How accessible? How is, because some of these applications, you're told it's easy, you do that, and then when you get into the whole process of it, you're frustrated, and then it's just some app on your phone that you're not using. Yeah. How easy is it?
Thank you, Rowan. That's a very important question.
Yes.
When you look at Ugxapp, first of all, it's lightweight. Lightweight, as in it won't consume a lot of your phone space. Then secondly, the language, the formation has been tailored to be understood by the simplest phone user. I mean, you really don't need to be a geek or a 90 person to understand,
yes.
Yeah, that this is a USD currency, this is a pound currency that I need to just touch it and then I'll see the rates. It's basically user-friendly.
It is user-friendly.
And fast enough.
Now, why forex? Let's be honest. Anyone would say, okay, I think I want to do something more, I don't know what, or why did you choose to focus on this? Yes, you did tell us there a bit that you're looking at the trade and all, but why you as a person, you as Patrick Ssali, you say, okay, you know what, I need to do an app for these guys?
Well, I was motivated by the fact that the forex market in Uganda seems to be a little silent in a way.
Yes, it's quite.
Yeah, I also noticed that the public is not so aware of the strength of the forex market.
Yes.
To them. Yeah, so I looked at so many options because I had a list of a number of apps to develop, but I was so particular to forex because I realized the forex market needs this. Yeah, unlike others, you've seen people can now buy food in their phones. They order for food. yeah, people can be able to communicate as though they're in the same room using their phones. And then why not forex? Why not the tool that drives business?
Well, very interesting. As a young man, you get up and say, okay, now this is something I need to come up with and innovate. And we've been talking about innovation over time. Very impressive indeed. And then also when it comes to there's so many things that we are lagging in as a country, and like you said, forex has been very silent. How far have you gone in terms of advertising for this, pushing for the UGX? Where are you at? What stage are you at right now, basically?
Well, currently we are still recruiting forex bureaus and then availing the application to end users.
Okay.
Yeah, we are focusing so much on forex bureaus because they are the biggest stakeholders in this. And then we cannot move ahead until the forex bureaus are extremely comfortable with this. So we are doing a lot of work in that regard.
Okay.
Yeah. Next week you'll be seeing another session of advertising.
Yes, advertising. Yeah. Very impressive. Well, anything you want to tell us lastly as we wind up?
Ugxapp is one of those locally made, locally brewed. So it's Ugandan.
It is Ugandan. Actually, very impressed and proud of that.
Well, if you look at East Africa as a whole, there's nothing like this. You can never have local rates at your fingertips. You either have to move around if you badly need a good rate, or you just go for the wrong choice.
Exactly.
Yeah. So calling upon Ugandans to embrace this. Most importantly,
and be a part of this.
Yes, it's free of charge. By the way, it's free of charge. Yeah.
Very impressive, Ssali, Patrick. We've been talking about innovation, we've been talking about creative minds, and people being able to have skill and pushing forward. Quite impressive, and wishing you all the best of luck.
Thank you, Rowan.
Well, that was Ssali Patrick, who has been giving us quite an insight on our new app. Now, if you are very curious about the forex, he talked about giving you everyday updates on how our money, our currency is faring and all, and a couple of those other stuff. But still, let us take you into our forex.
In this arrangement, you have two parties. You have the lessor. The lessor is the bank that finances. Then you have the lessee. The lessee is the borrower, the person that uses that equipment. So these two sign a contract. And within that contract, the lessor, that is the financing bank, is allowing the lessee to use this equipment. And the lessee is undertaking to use this equipment and pay to the lessor or to the bank a specific rental payment with interest for a specific period. So, in short, that is what leasing is about. And after the lessee has taken this equipment or machinery and they've paid for it for the lease period, followed the lease terms as have been stated, then the ownership moves from the financing bank, who is the lessor, to the lessee. Leasing and mortgages are different. Like I said, the lease is a loan specific to machinery. Now, mortgages is also a loan specific to a residential property or a commercial property. Just to break it down a little bit more, a mortgage can be a home loan, it can be a residential loan, it can be a commercial